What's up? I'm Feather. Welcome to Feathered Leo Tarot, where it is Leo here all the time. It doesn't matter where it's at in your chart. I enjoy being here doing readings for you. I'm so glad that I'm feeling good and I'm back. This is a timeless reading. We're going to find out what needs to be said. Maybe that's something somebody needs to say to you or something spirit needs to say to you. So let's get into it. If you're here during the live, thumbs up, click that live chat button down below, interact with me wherever it pops up on your device. And of course, if you would like a private reading, leave a tip, all of those links are in the description. Let's do this thing. I love you. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you all so much for joining the tribe, helping me grow this tribe. I'm excited about this reading for some reason. I don't know why. Let's get into it. We've had some really good readings. Well, yesterday had some great readings for Leo. So check out my all signs on my main channel at Get Feathered. The link is in the description. And check out the reading that I did yesterday or previous to this one. Previous. What needs to be said? What needs to be said? Fred's got me going to a different deck right now. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay. We got Fire Guardian. Ignite your passions. And we have Celtic. So I have faith. Like faith, understanding, belief systems. Some of you have lost faith or lost a passion for you lost faith. You lost the energy for or trust in your faith or your belief system. Some of you may be from Ireland or have, Celtic roots, so to say. But I feel like, maybe you haven't really felt very confident. Maybe this relationship hasn't made you feel confident. Okay. Eagle. Spirit is saying, see things from a higher perspective. So if you've lost faith in a situation, if you haven't really been in touch with your spirituality, you might want to get back into it or tap into it, or at least think about spending some time deciding what you've lost faith in or what you've lost your passion in or what you've lacked passion in. Maybe there's no passion in this connection. Maybe it's just a passionate connection. But it's time to see something from a higher perspective, to kind of look at it from a big umbrella view. Let's look at the thing as a whole. So let's do that now. Okay. This relationship, the situation, what are we dealing with? Ooh. Again, it could just be a passionate connection. Yeah. Passion comes in all different kinds of forms. What's up, Lioness? Hey. I could be dealing with Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't matter. What I'm really getting here is there's a possibility for you need to ground yourself in regards to this connection. Okay. You may need to ground yourself in regards to this connection. For some of you, it may be a new connection. For others of you, we'll see as we dig a little bit deeper. But what I'm seeing here on the screen is, we got the King of Wands reverse, the Page of Wands in the upright, and the Ace of Wands or Ace of Swords reverse. So there is some information, some clarity, or some communication that hasn't happened, or this is an absolute no. Like, maybe you're mad at this person. Maybe this person is just all about the passion and desire and not interested in communicating. That's, maybe you've severed ties with this person. We'll dig a little deeper to see what transpires here. Nitty gritty, no filter. I love that. Tell me more about the situation. Okay. this could be a friend of yours or a situation where maybe you were married to this person, in love with this person. Now we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Cancer, strong Aries, Taurus. Okay. Third party situation, severed ties. Great. Okay. You may have been married to this person, or this person may have been married in a long-term relationship, possibly with children. So flip it for how it resonates. It's a general read. You know, if resonates, it resonates. Some parts may not. But it looks to me like this person is my way or the highway, maybe even very, I'm going to say very, has toxic tendencies, maybe lacks self-esteem or self-worth issues, doesn't take responsibility well. No, that's possibly why you see this as a Page of Wands. This may be you angry at this person because they're not showing up in the connection. But it looks like this has been a third party situation at some point, and that is what caused the separation, a total separation here. So that Ace of Swords is separation. There's no contact here. So there's no contact. No contact. But what I am looking at here is maybe you're not wanting, maybe you lost your confidence. Let's it's time to get real. Let's prop up the leg. It's time to go on a deep dive here. When Feather goes on a deep dive, the leg goes up in the awesome, awesome Empress chair, right? The Princess chair, the Empress chair, whatever we call it. The awesome chair my tribe helped me acquire, purchase, if you will, last year. And I absolutely love it because I can pull up these things and it's so wide, I can sit crisscross applesauce on it, no problem. So this is going to be a deep dive today, Leo, and I hope that someone gains some sort of perspective, higher perspective in regards to this connection, because this is a grounding point for someone. Hey everybody in shadows, I'm Feather. Let's go on a deep dive here. What I am seeing is, yes, you may have been with somebody that was married or in another connection with children. You may have been married or in a connection with them. There was a total severing of ties here. So yes, you may have gotten divorced from this person or separated completely from this person. Total severing of ties. But I feel like you're very upset, mad, resentful, or your confidence, you lost your confidence because Ignite Your Passion, Fire Guardian, which is your energy, came out in the reverse. And I'm gonna put it back in the reverse because it's exactly what the King of Wands is right here. You lost confidence in yourself, and you may even be waiting for this person to communicate, or you may be wanting to communicate or be friends with this person. There's no contact here. There's no communication. So I'm talking to no contact. No. You're not talking to this person, not even a little bit. No texting, no writing, no scribing, no carrier pigeons. There's no contact. So if it's not your story, see ya. Go check out my other channels. Links are in the description. From here, where do we go? Whoever I'm talking to, it loves this person. You may have known this person for quite some time, like years. You may have been married to them for years. But what I am really feeling from this is, whomever is resonating with this, you still love this person. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? I'm not berating you or being mean to you. Loving a person, there's nothing wrong with loving a person, but you're seeing this person as your 10 cups, as your end-all be-all long-term. This may have just been a friends with benefits situation. Let's look into this. Okay. So this person may have walked away, or you may have walked away. I'm really seeing that this person may have walked away. They turned your back and they ghosted you. They went totally cold and ghosted you. And this is calling for you to, you're looking at this now. This is the grounding point. You are trying to gain perspective on this situation. Could have been a Cancer. Again, I said strong Cancer. You saw this person, or you see this person as, whatever that means for you, as your long-term happily ever after. And you're still holding on to that truth. That's your truth from what I'm seeing in the energy. Okay. If it's not resonated, it's not your reading today. There was a third energy here. You may have been friends with this person, waiting for this to actually go somewhere for some of you, and it never went anywhere. But what it did, it went into total ghost town, total severing of ties, turned their back on the situation, and you haven't seen this person or heard from this person. Could have been a younger fire sign, older fire sign, any sign. Okay. What I was just feeling, what we're seeing here is the moon. So that's deception. That's mystery, clouded judgment. How else do I put this? Not seeing clearly, and it's ghost town. Like this person went into the shadows. They disappeared. Okay, because the 8 of Cups is they walked into the shadow. There was a lot of deception anyway. There was probably a lot of lies and deceit and betrayal. But what I'm seeing here is what I felt before I pulled these cards was, my Leos in this situation, you're calm. Yes, you do love this person. It's a mature love. And I respect that. And you are looking at it. You are looking at this situation and trying to gain perspective, because what's happened is, I feel for some of you, you lost your confidence and your passion for relationships or love. I'm not saying you can't be in other relationships. You may be in another relationship. I don't know. But for what's coming through is, you are doing some healing here. You are actually very calm and reserved while you are looking at this. So it's like you're looking back, and you're looking back at the years, or you're looking at the memories and the time spent, and you're trying to figure out what you can do. Or again, some of you may be waiting for this person or wanting to communicate with this person. Others of you, you're trying to figure out what actions you can take to regain your confidence after this ending. In total separation. Total. So what you're doing is you are healing, because you do want something new. You want to move forward. Some of you with this person, some of you not. So place that on your story if it's necessary. You aren't lying to yourself about the deception or the betrayal or the mystery or the hiddenness or the ghosting. You're not lying to yourself about it. You're seeing it clearly. But you're trying to figure out what direction to go from here. Where do I go from here? Because the door is still open. Again, some of you are interested in communicating with this person. Maybe you're wanting to be friends with this person. Or you're just trying to figure out, the lesson in this. That's even a possibility here, because we have the 2 of Wands, which is finding your direction, trying to figure out where to go, which direction to go. The healing star, so you're trying to manifest a new direction, trying to figure out which direction to go. And the World card in reverse is you're stuck in a cycle. So you're still looking back, you're still stuck in a cycle. Some of you, because you lost that confidence and you're like, maybe you're ready for a new relationship, but maybe parts of you aren't. You may be dating or talking to people, but it just doesn't go anywhere. It just doesn't feel right. Or you don't feel into it like you did this last one or this one here. Because your heart was 100%, 110% into this connection. And your heart is still there. So if you're in new relationships or you're talking to people and you're just like, meh, not feeling it. It's because King of Wands and fire energy, passion. A lot of people think it's just sex. No, it's not. It's not just sex. It is passion. It is desire. And then when you have that confidence and that confidence that it's yours and that you're going after it and it's all encompassing, it also includes your heart, because your heart is your desire. Your heart is what pushes those desires. So it fuels those desires. Fire needs fuel. Your heart is the passion, is the desire. And the fire is the determination to get it, the courage to go after it, the brevity and the, oh, wow, I feel like a life coach today. The confidence and the brevity and all of that stuff and the self-assuredness. I'm going after it. It's mine. I've got this. And it's all encompassing. It's just engulfing. And you're not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. You lost your confidence and it was a big hit. So you're trying to figure out what you're telling me on a subconscious level, because tarot is energy. It is sometimes thoughts. It's sometimes feelings. It's subconscious energy that you may not even know is lying around here. It's something that you're not thinking about consciously. It's just there in your energy within you. And you didn't even know it, or you didn't know how to put words to it. Okay, let's just put it that way. So you're trying to figure out the lesson in this. Where's the lesson in this? Because you may be feeling this, like, since this relationship, nothing else is happening. You may feel like you've went into a complete emotional void since this connection ended. Raise your hand if that's you. Okay? Because that's what I'm feeling here. And I see that after this connection, you went into a place of an emotional void. You went into the moon, possibly, when this person ghosted you or this ending happened here. But you yourself, as a person, have an immensely large, nurturing, loving, compassionate energy about you. Your heart is beautiful. And you do want and you do desire the happily ever after. Why aren't you feeling it? It's time to look into that. That's the bigger picture. It's tied to the lesson that was involved in this connection. This is a deep dive today, because you may be waiting for this person for many reasons. You may be waiting for this person, but a lot of times what happens in a situation like this, you think that that's the only person you can ever love like this. So you wait for them. You pine for them. You want them to return because you want to feel like that again. You want that fullness of love and heart again. Right? Some of you, I'm probably going to make cry. That's what happens during deep dives. I do it too. Don't worry. I understand. So when we're looking at a spread like this over here, it's clear to me when I'm looking at it, because I'm looking at you. I see 3 points. Big, beautiful heart space, wanting happily ever after, having no passion and confidence to go after it, but wanting to. You want to. You have that desire too, and you have that heart space there, but your emotions are hidden from even you. You may not have addressed some deeper wounding that might have occurred in this situation. But the 3 points I'm seeing is higher perspective, willing to take a look at it, to figure it out, because you do want a new beginning. You do want a new start. You do want to have that full-on Leo energy, fire, vigor, and passion back. You may have lost courage. You may have lost that self-assuredness. You may have even lost the willingness to, go after hopes and dreams, and it's okay, because the first point here that I see is this lesson. You are willing to heal it. You are wanting to manifest the answer, the solution. Because some of you have been waiting for this person. You're like, why am I waiting for this person? This person was narcissistic, had narcissistic tendencies, was physically abusive, was third parties, neglected me, completely ghosted me, just left as if I was nothing. I'm just throwing out some examples. This would be very similar to the energy that I'm seeing for the person that you severed ties with, or that we're dealing with here. Now, sometimes readings like this show up because this is something that happened years ago. For some of you, could have been years ago, maybe 8 years or so, whatever, up to 8 years, something like that. But not all, or 8 months, 8 years, 8 days, something like that. Could have been cancer season. Doesn't have to be, but when readings like this show up, we may be in a new relationship and we just don't feel like we did in this other relationship. We just don't feel the fullness of heart in it, but we want to. So underneath it all, there was something from the past. A relationship was total severed. You're no contact with. Your heart still is there. Your heart still belongs there. That is true. Fact. Beep, beep. So let's address 2 things. No, he said 3 things. I said 2. He said 3. There's 3 things. We're going to address what's under your moon, why you're hidden, what might come out. You never know. And the lesson here. I'm not really sure what the 3rd point is just yet. We'll go from there. It might come afterwards. So let's go ahead and dive in on this. I hope you're ready for it. I wasn't expecting such a deep dive today, but I love you. I'm in for it. Are you? Let's do this. Nitty gritty, no filter. That's me. Hey, everybody in the shadows. If you're resonating, just give me a thumbs up. I totally appreciate it. Tips and reviews, always welcome. Always appreciated and loved. If you would like to book a private session with me, my information is in the description. Let's start by looking at your moon. Son of a bitch. Okay. You may have gone through a divorce, but what you're wanting is justice in a situation. You may have been dealing with a married person. It's going to be different. Could have been dealing with a Libra. You could have been dealing with anybody here. Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, everybody. What I'm looking at here under your moon, when you went into this moon, it was because some of you may have been an option, third-party energy. Some of you may have been dealing with somebody, you found out they were married. Somebody here had third-party energy, third person involved. There was another person involved in this, and you are no contact with this. That's what happened here. This person may have been at a distance. There may have been a huge distance between you and this person, or there was a huge emotional gap between you and this person. But the thing is there's confusion, emotional confusion, and that emotional confusion or being put as an option is what caused you to lose absolute interest. That is where your desire and your passion went away. That's amazing, isn't it? How tarot works. How the story just comes together. I'm a storyteller. It's a good thing I'm doing what I'm doing, because I've always told stories. You know? Some people like them, some people don't. I tend to be a little long-winded, and that's okay. This is my perfect fit. Doing this. I put it together on the fly. I don't edit. I don't delete. This is me. When a story comes together, it's beautiful, because this is where Leos lost their confidence and their passion and desire for this person or for relationships. This is something you want balanced, and you do want to end it. You're showing me, I want justice in this. I want justice to be served in this. I want to bring back my own alignment and personal balance. I want to learn this lesson, and I want to close this door. You are telling me this is hidden. This is in the shadow. This is what I told you. You do have a big, beautiful heart, and you are looking at 10 cups. You want happily ever after. You damn sure do, and you damn sure deserve it. But you lost your passion and your desire for it, even though you yearned for it. Here, it's gone. It's missing. But you don't necessarily want it with this past person. You just want it to be over. Now, a lot of times this could happen if you were in an abusive relationship, a very toxic, unhealthy dynamic. There's a lot of things that go on in traumatic relationships, toxic relationships. There's bonding. There's a lot of stuff that goes on. I am not a therapist. I am not diagnosing anyone. I'm a life coach. I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, or licensed mental health professional. But if you need counseling, please seek counseling, because something like this can keep you trapped. It can keep you fearing the worst, or it can keep you held back in many ways from moving forward in new relationships, in healthy relationships, okay? But you're saying, I want redemption. I want to heal this. I want to close this door. I want to learn this lesson. And I think that's friggin' amazing. So that's the first point, because you want this. This is underneath the bottom of the deck. Justice, the 3 of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. You are telling me you want this balanced. You want justice here in this situation. You want to close this door. You want justice to be done in regards to the heartache, heartbreak, or pain in your heart space. And you want new love. I told you. I can't. You want the struggle to be over. You want it to be done. You've been carrying that heartache for a while, and you're willing to look at it honestly. Some of you may be doing shadow work on this. You may be doing your prayers and your affirmations. You may be doing your meditations and things around this. You're journaling around this. This is serious, y'all. It's serious. It's for entertainment purposes. Of course, read the disclaimer. But for this to come out, I got the chills. I really do. I have the chill bumps. You can't see it because my hair is blonde, but I got chill bumps all over me. So we want to close this door and bring justice to this situation. This is where you were either put as an option, or you were so emotionally confused by this. And a lot of times if we're in an unhealthy dynamic or toxic relationship, it leaves you wondering what the F. So if this is a what needs to be said reading, what needs to be said is you lost your passion and desire for love or for connection, I believe, because you were so confused or you were put as an option, and that just, you had no desire. So from there, you're probably going to be thinking or feeling that you're always going to be heartbroken by people. You're always going to be hurt. You're always going to be lied to. You're always going to be cheated on, right? Yeah, that's exactly it. Your heart space is absolutely 100% ready to move forward with the Chariot. Boom, right here, Chariot. Why can't I don't know what the hell I'm doing with these cameras these days. Everything is backwards. Anyway, look, it's the Chariot. Okay, I go one way, it's a totally different other. Anyway, Chariot, your heart space is ready. The Queen of Cups, the Ten of Cups, you are ready. You want it, but you're like, a little bit. So you may be in a new relationship. You may be talking to new people, and your heart is saying, I'm wide open and ready for love. But your motivation, your energy, and your passion and desire is like, I may want it, but I may want it. I want that leap of faith. I want to take a leap of faith. I want the new journey, but it's always going to cheat on me, and I'm always going to be stuck. This is exactly what I said with that Ace of Wands reversed. I just clarified the Ace of Wands. I want the new journey. I want to take a leap of faith. I'm ready for new. But the Fire Pony, that means the Knight of Wands and the Three of Wands. I'm not open to new. Although I want it. I'm waiting here. I'm waiting for this person to return, or I don't have the energy or the courage to take action to move towards my ships coming in, the things that I truly desire. Or I'll always be cheated on. It'll always be on again, off again. They'll always just want passion and desire, and I'll always just be left stuck, waiting. That sucks. But you're willing to look at it and learn from it. So now let's learn from it. Okay? Let's learn from it. Let's get out a fresh deck, Fred. Let's learn from it. You say over here, you say you want diamonds on a ring of pearls. What is that song? Is that YouTube? Give me just one sec. There's a song that just came out. YouTube. What song is that? On a Ring of Gold, not Ring of Pearls. I don't know. All I Want Is You. Okay. Where's the lyrics? You say you want diamonds on a ring of gold. You say you want your story to remain untold. So a lot of you didn't talk about this. A lot of you, thank you, Fred, it resonated with me. A lot of you aren't telling anybody about, like, after this ended, you didn't talk about it anymore to anybody. You don't talk about it to people. You don't talk about the things that happened. This person may have given you a lot of false promises. You may have tried really, really hard. All the promises we break from the cradle to the grave, but all I want is you. Oh, shit. That's a sad-ass song, y'all. But that's exactly how this feels. For some of you, you still love this person. Your heart is still there, even after all all the pain and all the promises, the failed promises. I'm not judging you. I'm just stating a fact. For some of you, that is true. You're still waiting on this person, even though there's no contact. None. Some of you, this could have been up to 5 or 8 years ago that this happened. Ugh. Others, that's kind of what confused you and left you in this energy. Is there were so many promises, there were so many beautiful words. Their words were beautiful and flowery, and they just fed you that dream, and that's why you wanted the 10 cups with them. You felt that flowery love bombing, and it felt great and wonderful, but all the promises failed to happen. Like, there was no follow through. That leaves you confused emotionally, because you're like, but they say all these wonderful and amazing things, and yet they turn around and treat me like trash, or they don't do anything about the relationship. And then, they may have used, it was just sex and great and wonderful words, but there was no actual follow through, and all the promises were broken and things like that. That sucks. That's what you're healing from. You're like, do I wait on this person? Is this my true love? Do I wait on this person? Or, do I manifest something new? Some of you may be in new relationships, but this emotional confusion. How do I say this? And again, some of you may have been in very unhealthy relationships, like abusive relationships. Love bombing confuses you. Others of you, it's not like that. It's just the fact that they cheated on you and put you as an option, and you were done. There was nothing else after that. And then once someone treats you like that and doesn't see your worth or your value, you're done. You totally end it. You're done. But that also puts you in the place or the space where you don't look at the healing that needs to happen. You don't want to address it because it's so painful. So you just shut the door, slam the door, move away from it, and move on into other relationships and life. And then this is still yearning for love and true love and happiness with another person. But your energy is like, nope, hell no, I ain't doing that. I ain't going back there again. You may even say stuff like that. I ain't doing that again. I ain't doing relationships. I'll just play the field. I'll whatever. But in all honesty, your heart is yearning for a pathway with a partner long term. So you're telling me I'm willing to address this. I want this to end. You may not know this. This may be subconscious, but you're willing to look at it. You're willing to address it so that you can feel that kind of love again. And if you've been with somebody who's love bombed you for so long, and a lot of times love bombing happens when you are with somebody who is, yes, narcissistic. Some of you just said that, but unhealthy, where they're unhealed and they lack self-esteem or self-worth themselves, or self-empowerment, where they absolutely have to have those flowery words and they have to have that sing-songy, lovey-dovey stuff, because they don't feel like, that's how they grab you and reel you in. That's called emotional manipulation. But they grab you and reel you in, and they keep you there in that beautiful, word salad and all of that stuff, because they may not feel like they measure up. But their words, they could say anything they want to. They could be anybody they want to, right? Let's get a fresh deck. So this is what we're looking at. You're looking at healing this. It's time to heal this for some of you, because you do want to move on. You do want to have that long-term happiness with somebody again. You're ready for taking a leap of faith. You're ready for it. Like, but there's just that part of you that hasn't closed the door on this. So let's look at that. Where do you want me to go, Fred? I thought we weren't using this one today. He said use it. Okay. So if this is where you're at, I love each and every one of you. I know this feeling very well. We can only teach from our experiences, right? And I've been through a lot of experiences in relationships. I can tell you that in my 45 years, almost 46. Oh boy. Okay, so and don't beat yourself up, and don't let anybody else beat you up either about still being in love with or connected to or holding the door open for somebody who was abusive to you, mentally, emotionally, physically, verbally, whatever. You may need therapy to help you get past that, but we all heal differently. I'm not saying do not ever go back to somebody that's abusive, please. But we do. I would appreciate it for you if you could reach out and get some counseling or some help so that you know what a healthy love relationship looks like, so that you can at least talk to somebody about the abuse and the connection, so somebody who is licensed can explain to you, for whoever needs it, how to move forward beyond those kinds of connections, okay? For whoever needed that. Let's look at this while you're leaving the door open. While you're leaving the door open, what is this? Okay. Because you're struggling with waiting. You're struggling with moving on. You're stagnant. You're stuck. There's the Three of Wands, which is over here as well. You're wanting to take that journey. You're wanting to take a leap of faith. You're wanting new. You're wanting the new journey. But you're stuck. So you're struggling here. But in this struggle, in this balance, you are doing your healing. But you're struggling with waiting for a reconciliation for some of you. Some of you, you are leaving the door open for a comeback. But you're struggling with it. Why is this struggle here? Some of you are wanting to heal this connection. Some of you are spying on this person. Some of you are wanting to communicate with this person. I told you that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's your deal. But if there was abuse in the situation, please reach out to a counselor or a therapist and assist yourself in moving forward. Okay? Tarot is great and all, but you may need licensed professionals to help you get past that. And it is a hard hurdle to get past. I have been there. I can't tell you how many times I've returned to an abusive, physically abusive, verbally abusive, emotionally abusive relationship. Same relationship over years. Kept returning, kept going back. It happens. And as strong and confident as you think I am, it took me a long time to get past those kinds of things, habits, stuff like that. But we're here now, and you're struggling with waiting for a reconciliation. Some of you do want to communicate with this person. You just want to hear this person's voice. You just want to talk to them. You just are waiting for a reconciliation. Oh, that's some of you. Okay. Others of you that are not dealing with that, thank you, Fred. Your choice has already been made. The crossroads, your choice has already been made. Your decision has already been made. You just haven't manifested the forward movement yet to the new beginning. There is the Magician reverse, the Eight of Wands reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. Others of you, you've already made the decision. You want the new, but you just aren't going. It's like, It's like sitting in the house, you're sitting in the recliner, you're chilling back, eating your Doritos and drinking your Diet Coke, and you're like, what do I want to do today? Let's go get in a new relationship. How about let's go date? Let's go out. Let's go do something. Well, let's decide on where to go. Okay, well, destination A, B, or C. Well, let's go to A. And if A don't work, we'll go to B. And if B don't work, we'll go to C. So you've decided your destination. You just haven't got your ass up, got dressed, and got out the house and started the vehicle. Some of you may have already gotten dressed and you're in the vehicle, you just ain't started it. Where do we go from here? When do we leave? Kind of nervous about cranking the car up. What if I don't have enough gas? What if it's not going to get me there? What if the tire's flat? Whatever. It just depends on your situation and what part of the journey you're at. But there are some of you that are still waiting for reconciliation from this person, and that's okay. Do what you do. Not everybody was in an abusive relationship, and even some of you that were are still waiting for reconciliation, heart-to-heart communications, and you're just like, when's it gonna happen? I'm just waiting for this communication. Others of you have already decided. You just haven't manifested that new beginning just yet. You've decided that you want the new. You just haven't manifested the actual thing. Okay. Oh boy. And some of you, there's just a select few of you that don't realize you're still waiting for this person to return. You may be in a new relationship, but a part of you is waiting for this person to come back. You're waiting. Whether or not that's you're wanting to reconcile, you're wanting forgiveness, because that could just be what it is. You're just wanting forgiveness from this person, or you're wanting an apology from this person, right? You're just wanting to get on because you as a good person with a big, beautiful, amazing Queen of Hearts heart, if somebody slammed the door and ghosted you, did you dirty, did you wrong, and then they left, you're going to be wanting, because you yourself, if you treated anybody disrespectfully or horribly, it would break your damn heart. It would hurt bad. You would feel guilty for hurting somebody, wouldn't you? Most of you, yes. Because you're decent fucking people, right? So when somebody treats you like that or abuses you or whatever happened here, you're going to be wanting to reconcile those differences and to at least communicate and be like, I'm sorry for my part in this, and you're going to be waiting for those apologies because you would give an apology. You would not hurt somebody, most of you, in the way that others have hurt you in this reading. It's what I'm looking at, okay? Getting to the end of it here. There's just some of you that are waiting for this, whether it's be you're just waiting for that apology. You may never get it, but you struggle with moving on, right? Some of you are struggling with the actual healing of your heart space because there's so much emotional confusion here. And again, that happens when you've been love bombed, when you've been told that you're the best and the most beautiful and that everything is going to be great and you're the sunshine in their life and that you're this and that and the other, and all the false promises or all the promises that they never kept. You have to have time to balance out your rational mind with what actually happened. Like, I was completely glazed over and fazed by everything that happened or everything that was said, and then their actions. You're having to put those things together. That's a struggle sometimes. And that struggle, you're balancing your own emotions. You're trying to wrap your head around what actually happened. Why did it happen to me? Why can't I move on? Why can't I forget about this person? All of those things, okay? It's pretty intense. And there's some of you that are dealing with that, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. It takes time to heal. And it's time for you to heal. So how can we heal this? That's the third point here. That's the third point. Because a lot of you are telling me, I just want to heal. I want to shut the door on this. I want to bring balance to myself. I want to feel right again. Again, some of you, you know, there's a very few amount of you that are waiting for this person to return. The rest of you are like, let's just shut the door on this. Let's just shut the door on this. I'm done. Now, some of you may have already moved on in new relationships, but this is kind of like the healing that happens behind the scenes. Yes, you can be in new relationships. Yes, you can move on and still do your healing. But in order for that relationship, that new relationship to take hold and to feel good and to be what you want it to be, well, it may or may not be what you want it to be, but looking at or addressing why other relationships didn't happen kind of assists you in looking at what's happening now. It's like, don't hold on to the what ifs and the why didn't it and why did it happen to me and stuff like that, but just kind of like, I really got to resolve this within myself. I got to know that I'm really truly ready for a new relationship. And you're wanting it, but at the same time, I don't really see it you going anywhere. You're kind of just stuck. And that's the struggle here. You're stuck in this healing. You're stuck in balancing this and trying to maybe forgive yourself for being with somebody for so long, or waiting for them, or whatever it may be. Thumbs up if you're resonating with this. This is a doozy. So what can you do to heal? How can you move forward? Focus on your work. Work on yourself. Yeah. Okay. Some of you, it is a divorce. So finalize that divorce and all that stuff. Get that out the way. Some of you, it is, take care of your financial responsibilities. Focus on work and employment. Focus on balancing yourself and taking care of your own, righting your own wrongs. Whether that be, getting your finances straight, taking care of all your paperwork, setting up budgets, doing that. And maybe not focusing on love so much. But a big choice needs to be made here. Maybe you need to start a business. Maybe you're working on business deals. Maybe you just need to focus on working on your own alignment right now. And that alignment a lot of times is what you're saying you're wanting, is making sure that you're doing the best things for yourself, making sure that you're making the right moves in your life that benefits you. So if that's work, if that's setting your budget up, if that's taking care of all the responsibilities that you let go of because you were involved in whatever this was, it's getting life straight again. Alignment also means taking care of self. Meditation really does help each and every day. If you meditate each day, 10 to 15 minutes a day, it's the quickest way to allow your alignment to get right. It releases the negative vibrations and aligns you with the correct vibrations, the higher vibrations. Some of you may be going to school. Some of you need to finish finalize a divorce. That's for a few of you. But maybe not focusing on love while you're doing this healing so much. If you're trying to chase something new, but nothing ever happens, or it fizzles out or doesn't go anywhere, maybe focus on your healing and just, do some counseling, do some therapy, or some shadow work. Or just have fun, dating and not being, all involved in it. Like, oh my God, it's got to happen. I got to get married. I got to, when am I going to fall in love? Do they love me? Just have fun and focus on the things that feel correct for you. If a new relationship feels good and it feels correct, and you're paying attention and making sure that people are treating you right and you're treating people right, then go there. Okay? Releasing yourself from negative overthinking, obsessive overthinking, obsessive negative overthinking, toxic behaviors, toxic traits, toxic people. You're unbonding yourself from this energy. What can we tell them moving forward? It's empowering yourself. empowering yourself and standing up for yourself and doing what's right for you. So if you are in a new relationship or you're wanting it, there's the Page of Wands again. Closing the door. That's what's going to close this door. Closing the door allows you to move forward in new endeavors and allows you to bring back that confidence. Okay. Some of you, it's just, I appreciate that. I just looked over here at the bottom of the deck. Some of you, it's releasing a feeling of this seven of cups was either emotional confusion, a lack of clarity in regards to this connection that we started talking about. It can also be put as an option. Emotional confusion and being put as an option sucks. But the bottom of the deck over here, final card out here for moving forward, is releasing the energy of rejection. So some of you, that emotional confusion and being put as a choice or put as an option made you feel you lost total interest. You were done. You lost your confidence because you've been carrying around a feeling of rejection, emotional dissatisfaction, and feeling like someone rejected you, because they damn sure did. If they neglected the connection, if they put you as a third party, if they didn't accept your love, if they only used you for sex and then they ghosted you, whatever it may have been, you're releasing that by doing what's right for you, standing up for yourself, and knowing what's best for you and being the authority in your life, empowering yourself by closing this door and moving forward into new things, into new confidences. And I want to look at that real quick. The new confidences, Page of Wands. It's starting somewhere, having confidence to go in a new direction with someone new. And regaining your strength again, and having that, that creativity and that spontaneity again, and feeling good about yourself again. The Emperor is you. Ooh, boy. You're going to open up your heart space again. You are. You're going to open up your heart space again. How long this takes you, I don't know. It could be after the new year. It could be a day. It could be a month. I don't know. It's going to be different. But you're saying, I'm not even dealing with the Page of Wands. Like Page of Wands reverse. I'm trumping that with Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. I know who I am, and I know what I want, and I know the universe is going to give it to me. This is so much confidence and so much sass and so much passion and stability. You're going after it. It's your goal. You're reclaiming your energy here, male or female. You're reclaiming your energy. You're like, Page of Wands, nothing. Pfft. I'm a queen. I'm royalty. I'm amazing. I know my self-worth. I know my self-value. I know my self-worth. I know my self-respect. I know my own value. I am self-assured and I am confident, and I am going to get what I want and desire, and going after it. After a long period or a battle of emotional conflict within yourself that just probably stemmed from rejection, being rejected or being turned down, or being put as a third party, being cheated on, whatever it may be. You're closing a door. You're learning the lesson, and you're cycling up. You're leveling up, and you're doing it fast. I love this energy for you. Empowerment, self-empowerment, getting your own sense of authority and strength and structure back in your life. Some of you may be starting businesses. You may be focusing on business. You may be just going after it. and not focusing on love so much while you're doing your healing and contemplating whatever this is. I love it for you. This is amazing. This is establishing authority in your own life for you, standing up for yourself and doing what's right for you. And in new relationships too. Is it correct? Are you being treated right? Are you being treated correctly, responsibly? Does it go both ways? Is it a balanced connection where you feel good in it, where you feel that it is correct and balanced? Because you know it's not. you know when those relationships aren't. So this is what leads you to the next chapter, the next level, the leveling up, and the confidence coming back in a major way. Major way. I love it. I respect you. And congratulations for those of you that are going through this. You may want to consider not waiting on this person anymore. Just saying. Evaluate the relationship. Was it correct? Did it value you? Just saying. Them's the words, them's the messages. I'm Feather. Check out my other channels in the description box below. Like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. See you next time. Namaste.